Sean Williams with Inside Hilltoppers Sports here with Brandon Doughty, WKU quarterback. Brandon, how is fall camp going so far? You got a week into it, so how do you think things are going?
Things are going good. You know, our new guys are coming in and making impacts. We got a couple of receivers that have been, really stepping up their game, and it's been fun. And we've been really grinding, working hard, and that's what camp's all about. And it's actually grinding and coming together. And I think I can see our team actually coming together. It's awesome to see.
Yeah. It's obviously, first week of camp, and I think coaches have stressed us after practice and everything. Everybody's kind of a little bit rusty and everything like that. I mean, how would you kind of assess your game after the first week of fall camp?
I would probably give myself probably a C-. I've been kind of off a little bit, but we've been, last couple practices, we've been a little bit better. And I think the adjustment period is where we've been working off a little rust, and like you said, and being with those new receivers and stuff, and being with those new guys, they all have different break moves that you need to, really be particular on, and that's been an adjustment. Those new guys that come in and trying to work with those guys and then work with the old guys. It's been a little bit of adjustment, but we've been really working hard at it.
Okay. Now, Brown said the quarterback competition's kind of open, but he obviously said that you're the leader as well. And obviously you kind of proved that during spring. Kind of go back to spring and kind of talk about becoming that leader and things that you did to kind of get the playbook and kind of grab a hold of this kind of the starting quarterback role coming out of spring.
Well, I was just grinding at it, man, every day. It's not a one day thing. You have to actually grind at it every day, and people say that, but it's actually true. Me and my girlfriend used to just kind of sit in the bed, and she used to just read off plays, and I just draw them up. Just little things like that would kind of separate yourself from. But my teammates motivated me a lot, and really said, man, Brandon, you need to be the guy, and it's been a blessing from the sky to see those guys, rally around me like that. It's just, I can't blame anybody but the Lord and Savior. So.
Yeah. Now you talk about, I know you kind of mentioned it in post-game practices too, and post-practices, but, you talk about the low point. You came in a couple of years ago, you were the starter against Indiana State. Obviously, about 3 or 4 plays in, you tear your ACL. I mean, you kind of tell us about the process of, going through rehab and coming back and kind of being in the second, third string role last year and then kind of being where you are right now, the assumed starting quarterback.
Well, I mean, I don't wish that ACL upon anybody ever, man. It's a tough thing, but you just got to keep at it. You got to understand that you're doing this for a reason. You got to set little goals and understand, man. If I achieve these little goals, and ultimate goal is to get back on that field and be able to compete. And after last year, and watching K1 and learning from him and all the great things he's done for our program, and actually understanding schemes and stuff this spring, and understanding man, I got a shot at this. It's a legitimate chance to do that, and I think it kind of hit me, and I took that leadership role and I kind of starting to run with it a little bit here.
Okay. Now you talk about obviously playing under Taggart and learning a lot from K1 as well. Petrino comes in, new playbook and everything like that. I mean, what did you think when you first got the playbook?
It's exciting, man. I mean, I got goosebumps thinking about it when Taggart made that. It was kind of a weird transition when a coach leaves and another coach comes in, but when you hire a guy named Bobby Petrino, he knows those schemes and how complex his playbook is. It was a lot different from with power and running the I formation and all that, from having receivers on the field, and you can pick it up from our receivers how excited they are, understanding. And we can really make an impact on his team.
Now, you talk about, obviously, Petrino is mentioned in, press conferences after practice and things like that. He's very hard on you guys. You can see it during practice, too. I mean, how do you feel about that, being kind of you always have that pressure on you during practice, but he says that, he does that whenever you get to game time, that, the pressure's off and you're having some fun out there. So how's practice been for you and Petrino kind of getting on to you about little things and everything like that and kind of trying to make you as perfect as possible at the quarterback position?
And that's his goal, is to make you as perfect as possible, and he puts that pressure on you, like you said, to make the games easy. And the difference between him and Coach Taggart was Coach Taggart was very laid back in practice, very talkative and stuff like that, where Coach Petrino is all about business, and you have to respect that, man. You have to understand that, when we get stuff on that field, it's for a reason. We're here to, beat Kentucky and beat Kentucky today, not August 31st.
Yeah. So what do you think? You're wearing the new jerseys. What do you think about them whenever they were displayed to the masses?
They're awesome, man. I actually had the honor to be at that revealing thing, and it was cool, man. It was to see how many people were there to see jerseys was unbelievable, man. And I'm so excited to see, how we play in them and see how they fit when we put the pads on.
Okay. Now, practices were combined Friday, and like you were saying, you got new receivers and everything like that. Is that something you're going to focus more on, kind of trying to learn the new receivers' tendencies for this upcoming week of fall camp?
Definitely learning those guys and keeping everybody motivated and understand, man, we're doing this fall camp thing for a reason. We're doing here to grind. We're supposed to grind and to keep everyone on the same page and have a common goal is a big thing.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Brandon. Appreciate it.